What is going on, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video. Here, giving you guys now Loki episode 4, on behalf of Disney Plus Marvel Studios. This one following continues where we've had Sylvie and Loki have a kind of time to just bond for a minute and do some developing with characters and all. But with this one, finally, it gives you questions: how are they going to get out of that one planet and all Lamentus or something Lamentus? And now with this one, it just shows really, it's all about love, I guess. Love is what saved him and brought him back to the TVA. But here, we get back on track what a lot of people wanted to see. We bring back Owen Wilson and Owen Wilson in the family of the company he has. And realizing that, they're questioning the Lokis, realizing how is one kind of making the other, feel how they feel. We have Wilson and Hiddleston have more Wilson and Hiddleston talks. It's just good to see that back. With this, this is an episode that started revealing a lot now, a lot about more about the TVA. Obviously, taking all these variants and all that, the variants, and realizing that this isn't really what we made it out to be, kind of thing. And then this one also now you hint of the timekeepers, and eventually they have a timekeepers moment. So there is all this, and then there's funny things of how still like how Loki kind of goes to that one loop kind of thing where they put him like in detention essentially, and then he kind of gets out, and just there's more. You think it's about all of just what you see on the surface, but there's more layers of how what's the real kind of suffering, the suffering especially that the Loki, the god of mischief, kind of gets. And Owen Wilson, he still can't believe him. Maybe he does, but Loki so far with he's gone a bit with these last few episodes. He's being more like he's either broken down or coming more to a realization of who he is, and he's kind of owning that role. He makes him question Owen now more of who they were. The chick also from the store, that's true, the store, she had some repercussions because the one that was saying it was real was all real. Where is she? But the one that was going with Loki to kind of look for the variant for Lady Loki, she has to kind of, she's seen some stuff that she's questioning things. She's kind of the key difference of what goes on to help here Loki and all that. And you're realizing that these people did have lives, they had lives and all. And again, maybe some people made predictions, maybe they did not make predictions. You're starting to realize that this is just like a curtain for a mask to kind of reveal itself now and expose who these people really are. And I find that interesting and all that fascinating. Okay, this is something that has not been working and sort of has been working for the Marvel TV series on the Disney. They do a lot to kind of shoehorn sort of messages that I think are kind of condescending, but this is as not condescending as it can be. I like how Loki has messages and ideas and themes, doesn't beat you over the head with it. It so far with these four episodes, they've contained it a bit. I realize what's going on, but I like how it questions you, but it doesn't force you to kind of like think about it in a way. And then you get more of like realizing just more backstories, things that you think you question in the first two episodes, and these now four episodes, you're like realizing, Sylvie's like this because of that, and then Loki has to go through this to kind of feel this. I thought it was really gonna be not a lot of time with just limited 6 episodes it has, but at the most they're doing so much to kind of catch you up, and I'm realizing, oh, okay, see, and it always works to kind of know that with these 6 episodes we're in 4 episodes now, that we were gonna get more realization of what this series is really about. I am curious to know how much they're gonna fit with the last two, but knowing Marvel, they always like to set up stuff. But with these four, it made me have again more of a comprehension, and I'm glad it solidified more. I'm like of how the filmmaking and how the story, just these characters, how they're all coming to a situation like where we finally understand. We understand more of why these characters do what they do. I think this series of the three has been doing it the best. I like to kind of still maybe think on that, but this series I feel like has been more appealing to me. Everybody, like I say, has their own thoughts. Maybe they think Falcon and all that is the best one, but Loki has showed that it's having its story, his the plot kind of help everything and not making it seem real forced. We have really incredible scenes. Well, it's not incredible. It's enjoyable. It's still visually pleasing. Like when finally the Lokis go get taken because they finally realize what's going on. And oh, Wilson, oh my god, like I can't believe Owen Wilson Yeah, I kicked the bucket, but we'll see. Maybe he'll come back because of what happened with Loki. So the Lokis meet the Timekeepers. We realize this is all sham, whatever, and the Lokis kind of get out of it. But then, like when Tom Hiddleston kind of confesses something, he gets evaporated or not evaporated. I'm not sure because then there's a post-credit scene where he meets up with more Lokis. So that's what it just shows. I think there was an interview that said Tom said there's more to the series, and so far that's also living up to expectations to all that. So man, we'll see how these two add up. It would be awesome if we can get them almost like movie length episodes, but they met us to make them an hour, but I don't think they'll go over an hour. But so far, I'm so happy that see episode 3 paid off for kind of how episode 4 was to kind of have an interest with these characters, and the 4 episodes have been very uniquely done, and I'm glad that they have had really explanations of settling what our things are. There are things still that I question that I wish certain decisions could have been more intellectual. Yeah, if that's the right word, intellectual. But what has been realizing of certain decisions, why we are to the point where we are, I like that I understood what characters' motivations were and what characters' intentions are. So I like that, but it's still nice where we're at now. It's still nice where we're at and all. But like I always say, guys, these are my thoughts and opinions. You guys might have hated this episode. Maybe this series isn't working for you. Or the series is your best and you're liking how all these 4 episodes just kind of jive with the narrative. You just really like how all this is. I like I like that it's answering stuff. It makes more sense. And I'm enjoying again Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston just giving a good performance as Loki. It's nice. Okay, the characters are getting better fleshed out, and then that's what's keeping the story to be an interest to write throughout and all this. So all this in the comments below, and as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.